coronavirus pandemic, it has shown that it can destabilize just every strata of the society. 16 governors, service chiefs are at risk after meeting with Buhari Chief of Staff, and that is Abba Kyari. Nigeria has recorded 2 new coronavirus cases in Lagos and Osun states. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, announced this in a tweet on Wednesday. The center said the cases are travelers who returned to the country. It did not give details on where they returned from. This brings the total number of cases in the country to about 46. 2 new cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed in Lagos, as I said, 1 in Lagos, 1 in Osun State. Both cases are returning travelers from Europe. As at 7 a.m. 25th March, there was 46 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Nigeria. 2 have been discharged, with 1 that died. That one came from the United Kingdom. The person had some medical complications, I think cancer and some other problems. So the person wasn't able to ride the virus. Of the 46 confirmed cases, Lagos has 30, the Federal Territory FCT 8, and Ogun State 3, Ekiti, Oyo, Osun, Edo, Bauchi have 1 case each. Bauchi is the governor of Bauchi State, is positive to the virus. Abba Kyari, Chief of Staff to President Muhammadu Buhari, and Bala Mohammed, Bauchi governor, are among top officials who have tested positive for this virus. Suleiman Achimugu, a former managing director of the Petroleum Products Marketing Company, PPMC, is Nigeria's first and only casualty of the virus so far. He died on Monday after returning from the UK, and that's the man that I said had some medical issues. The coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic yesterday exhibited its clout for upsetting human activities at the top echelons of the Nigerian government. Shortly after reports that the Chief of Staff, Abba Kyari, tested positive to the virus, the presidential villa in Abuja was no longer the same. All of them were, running helter-skelter. The one that will have to call their pastor, their imam, their marabout, whatever. Every one of them started going around calling in the hope that they might get spiritual assistant or medical assistant. But then, no matter how much money you have, coronavirus has no cure as at now. It's no longer, good news for them, as they oftentimes love to fly out abroad whenever they have hair problem, leg issue, here, whatever they have, they fly abroad with their private jet, and they keep the hospitals in Nigeria in total decay. It retained all the trappings of a nation's power core, but ripples of apprehension had already set in Abuja. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, yesterday disclosed 4 new cases of COVID-19. It said, till date, 44 cases have been confirmed, 2 cases have been discharged, 1 with death from COVID-19. Well, all new cases have mild, moderate symptoms and are currently receiving care, they said. A multi-sectoral National Emergency Operations Center activated at level 3 continues to coordinate the national response activities. I believe right now, the facilities that are already put down for the care of anyone that is infected will be working top notch, because these people don't like to die. So they will make sure that they keep everything clean, everything functioning properly. But I wouldn't know if they are going to segregate anywhere and they are going to have a specific place for people like the Bauchi governor, people like this man, Atiku's son. Although they claim that he has been quarantined, self-isolated in his own home, probably a room somewhere has been made for him to stay in because he would want to stay out there in public. I wouldn't know. And the Bauchi state governor too, I think he will want to stay somewhere. They have a lot of houses, so he might just say, please take me to one of my houses and take care of me there. No one comes visiting, and afterwards they'll find a way to fumigate that home or break it down or sell it to someone out there. So be very careful. Don't just buy houses that one of these top men have stayed in and they are not fumigating it, and you just end up having the corona because they've lived inside of there. It's very important. They said all new cases have moderate symptoms and they are taking care of them. The villa immediately began a gradual lockdown with a directive to non-essential staff and those who had come in contact with Kyari to stay away for 2 weeks. Don't come. Buhari does not want to be infected. Although, like I said, Buhari might be infected, but they will never tell us the medical status of Buhari. They will come up with the medical status of people like Abba Kyari and the rest of that. But for Buhari, they will never come up, because automatically that will put the North at risk of losing that seat, because the vice president will step in immediately. That's just how it works. This was as 3 workers in Abba Kyari's office tested positive to the virus. So it's not just Abba Kyari. 3 people in Abba Kyari's office tested positive because they met with him. They shook hands with him. They hugged him. They collected what he brought. And some of them probably they licked their hands because they are shaking the hands of the man that controls Nigeria. While their principal himself had since been flown to an intensive care unit in Lagos Hospital, that is Abba Kyari, a source which craved anonymity also said Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has already embarked on self-isolation, a reason he did not report to the office yesterday. So he's not coming in contact with anybody. Yemi Osinbajo, that is the vice president with the wife, they've locked themselves up. Probably they have the virus, I wouldn't know, but I think he might not necessarily have the virus because Abba Kyari and Yemi Osinbajo will not meet. Abba Kyari will rather meet with the president and whoever he needs to meet with. So I think one way or the other, if Yemi Osinbajo had gone to Germany, it would have been infected with the virus. But unfortunately, it was the other man that went, and that's Abba Kyari, the man that is running the show in Nigeria, and he got infected with the virus. While Yemi Osinbajo is already on self-isolation, he's going to lock his door, he's not meeting with anybody. Buhari is going to do the same anyway. The presidency further announced it would scale down the number of media organizations permitted to cover its activities. The decision, which takes effect today, is expected to trim the number of persons who visited the presidential villa daily, in line with the need for social distancing. This is very important as I brought up this. They claim that government has given directives to churches, mosques, to just have 50 or 20 people at a particular time attending service. Well, it's your own personal discretion, whatever you think. Even if the government has said so, if you want to isolate yourself, self-isolate yourself, I think it is important that you do so. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo is a pastor. He has self-isolated himself. I wouldn't know if he will be seen attending any church service. So if you want to attend church service, it's left for you as a person. You can decide on that. But the impact of Abba Kyari positive test to coronavirus may not only become clear with the passing days. Widely regarded as the most powerful man in Buhari presidency, his position meant he had daily contacts with almost every important personality who came to the presidential villa, and coronavirus thrives on contact. According to a list drawn by the Coalition of United Political Parties, CUPP, yesterday, Kyari has recently come in contact with the vice president, number 1. So we don't know the health status of many of these people. They claim that they came out negative. They say vice president has come out negative. We don't know how true this is, but that is what they said. So I'm going to quickly go through the people that they claim that Abba Kyari met, and that's a coalition of United Political Parties. They said Abba Kyari recently came in contact with Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, came in contact with all the ministers, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, all the 16 All Progressive Congress APC governors who attended the APC leadership peace meeting on March 16, where Oshiomhole's case was decided, Bayelsa State Governor who also visited the president on March 17th, the Speaker of the House of Representatives who also met with the president on March 16th, also all the people who attended the inauguration of the emergency number 112 by the president on March 19th, and this is for the COVID response team. All staff of the villa and the heads of security agencies met with Abba Kyari. If they shook hands with him, I wouldn't know. If they sat down with him, I wouldn't know. So it depends on the close proximity. The proximity it determines how these things, or wherever he must have touched. So some might be luckily be able to go past this virus because probably they are too small. Not in size, but I mean hierarchy. So maybe they didn't get close to the strongest man in Buhari's government at the moment. They might be lucky, but some cases are going to come up more. It takes a period of time before the virus begins to take effect. So all the people that have gone on self-isolation, all of these people, they might be infected with this disease. The problem is that if you have health issues, underlying health issues, and you are aged, you might not be able to survive this, and that's the thing. Others are the service chiefs who visited him for the security briefing, all heads of department, agencies and parastatal, diplomats, foreign dignitaries, security personnel around the villa, particularly those close to the chief of staff, the family, personal and domestic staff of Abba Kyari, including his driver, Audley, any other friend, associate, a colleague of his who may have met with him within the time, every member of the presidency cabal who may have met with him for strategy within the time, president of Guinea-Bissau and all his entourage, and any other Nigerian who must have visited him within that time. This group of people would probably have gotten the infection. Who knows? Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed, I said, tested positive because he met with Atiku Abubakar's son on the airplane. And definitely the driver that drove the Bauchi governor also would definitely might come. They said they didn't come, but we don't know. So there's a lot of issues here, a lot of problem. Mohammed, his family and commissioners have already gone into self-isolation, said Mukhtar Gidado, that is the media aide to the governor. They are all waiting to see what will come out, what will happen later. You know, it's a serious issue. It's a serious issue. The villa has been struck. The villa has been struck hard at the moment. It has been struck hard. This virus is not, it's a serious issue. Anyway, what's your own opinion as per all of this that is happening here? A lot of people are happy from the comment section that I saw. They say, yes, more of this should shoot at all of them. More arrows of coronavirus. If it can even be coronavirus 20 to 25, probably the strength should be stronger to hit at many of those people because they've left the people, the citizens, the masses, they've left them in, just anyhow. That's what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, let's grow together by tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will alert you whenever videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.